here we have a video of my 2005 made traffic light button. I got to open the moment, so I'm going to show you the inside of this. You find these ones are very common to find around Victoria. What's very not common is the ones made in 1970. But if you want to see a button, what I'm talking about, I'll show you a picture. But there's also did a traffic light video a couple of days ago now. I'll put on YouTube a two-part video what featured these buttons here while it's still in place on the light. And I know I'm going to be one of my friends, Victorian Rail Heritage, with a traffic light to restore it with him. This one on YouTube, this channel. Shout out to Victorian Rail Heritage. I'm helping him restore a 2-aspect traffic light with Arrow traffic light because I'm very good with electrics. He doesn't know much about electrics, but I know a lot of it because I've done it in school. There's that lighting up. And the button's jamming, so I'll have to fix that out next time. There's the light lighting up. I think I've got a small way around, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. But I probably have. But this traffic light, we have a button in here that's a normally open contactor. And you push it down, it closes the contact. I rewired this traffic light, made myself a homemade lamp in there because the original lamp's rated for 240 volts. And when I'm doing a small project like that, I don't like working with 240 volts AC because you can get a big electric shock off it. 12 volts is 24 volts DC is the highest I work with on voltages when I do small stuff like this. But if something I'm working does require 240 volts AC to work, I will use that type of voltage. Like I've already restored an old traffic light. I have an incandescent type and a pedestrian lamp LED with American traffic light sinker thing. I don't know how you pronounce sinker board. You put inside traffic light. It makes it do the realistic style thing. I've added that to my traffic light. Worked with an 240 volts rated. It came with American, so I changed it to make it work. But this is the thing in here. But you have to change. You want to wire it up to 9 volt batteries. 240 volt lamps in here have to be ripped out. Changed with a homemade that I made with a breadboard. I think these are breadboards. I'm not really sure what the name is, but you can get one of these about $11 J cars. Put it up a minute. And some LEDs will cost about 30 cents each. I had a couple in a box. I just recycled some LEDs I had, my old projects I had lying around. But this is what I'm using to make the power of the 9 volt battery. The original switch and that new light. This is an old sounder. I'm not sure what voltage ones. I tried to waltz and it didn't make any sound, but I'm not sure how it works. But that's the date code on 2005. And New South Wales dated one. If these are the common ones, the ones that are less common nowadays is the 1970s style ones. The ones with the big style button ones. I'm going to show a video. And I've had my friend Victorian Rail Heritage. Next Friday we saw an old 2-aspect Arrow traffic light next time. I'm going to help him do that. I think I might have mentioned it already in the video, but I'm going to help him next Friday to get this wired up. He's one wired up, but that's the thing I'm talking about. There's not really much around there, but I found a traffic light the other day. I put on YouTube with that on there, with that sole button. There's that thing, but I'm going to quickly do a glimpse of my traffic light before we restored. Because I'll show all people on YouTube my stuff. I'm going to cover up the camera lens. I'm also next week restoring phones like that as well. Check videos back in 2017 around there for my new YouTube subscribers. These my other traffic light equipment is 2 old traffic lights. These aren't the original visors. I made those visors with paper. Let me just plug it in and get it lighting up. Put these to my A classes. Help sync front cycles. These are only 240 volts AC. These ones, so I'm not going to touch these when they're on. So have a cycle. It takes a while to time to be a quick cycle, but not too fast. Here's my other traffic light over there, which is just over there. Wires up to this as well, but I've got to plug it there. I'll plug it in to make it work. But the traffic light comes white when the top one comes on red. If I can also have a batch of the phone, I'm actually using my mum's iPhone because my camera's not working properly. Well, it's not broken, it just doesn't work because I haven't got a SIM card for it, so I've got memory. Oops, there's the sink. There's the sink, so there. So it goes yellow and then red. This is 240 volts AC, so I'm not going to touch that guy. There's the incandescent bulbs. Well, that's not the end of the video. That's it. I will be filming a traffic light. I don't know when I'm going to film, but I know there's a traffic light exact same as this one, not very far from my house. And I'm going to be making a traffic light in my garden. I'm not showing where I'm going to do it. I'm going to be getting myself a pole, bring a pole that will mount this and that outside on the pole. Make some metal length fires for this light. Bring that passenger request, but just mount it on the pole, not being wired up. So I can't wire it up to this. I don't know how you wire it to make it sync with the button. Because if I could push the button and it'll change automatically, but when this returns to green, there you go. That's the end of the video. See you guys.